Hi, Democrats. It is Monday, May 9th, and it's time for the Chair's Daily Live. Happy Monday. So it is Monday, May 9th. You know what that means? That means we are 50 days until the primary elections. So it's time for you to pick a candidate. It's well past time for you to pick a candidate. It is 50 days until the primary elections. There's a saying, and depending on who you're talking to, they say primaries are for voting your heart and general are for voting your head. I say primaries are for voting your heart, your head. I don't know, but generals are for voting your future. There's a lot of things that happens with votes. People are throwing their votes, or they're not voting to teach a lesson, or they're casting protest votes to teach a lesson. And I'm not real sure what the lesson is, but that's a thing. And I've been frustrated about it. And I think that is useless. My frustration is useless. But I thought I'd come today and talk about social media vacuums. I've been on social media all weekend because I just kind of laid around like a lump after working remotely now for the last 50 days. And so I just took a moment to be by myself, and then I went on social media. So I'm not real sure if I was by myself. Hi, Wayne. So here's the thing. There is all of this all or nothing nonsense in the Democratic echo chamber on social media. It is both on Facebook and Twitter. I'm not on Instagram that much, and so I don't know if it's there, but I've even seen it on TikTok. This, if we don't get our way, let's not vote. Again, that's not a statement. It's a protest. I mean, it's not a protest. It's a surrender. It's a surrender, giving up your vote. In particular in Oklahoma, you deciding not to vote for the Democrat doesn't get you a better Democrat. It gets you a corrupt Republican. That's what it gets you. That's what, that's what recent history has taught us. All the way from Governor Stitt and his long, long list of scandals. Swadley's epic, wasting money on COVID stuff that we never got and still not chasing it, to Terry O'Donnell changing the laws to benefit him and his family, to Mark Wayne Mullen doing something that he knows is wrong. Because who's going to stop him? The Dems? No, we're over here fighting with ourselves. On too many posts I saw, we're here because Obama didn't do. We're here because our RBG didn't do. We're here because Bernie did this, and because the Bernie Bros did this, and because Hillary did this. Guys, we're here. That's the answer, is that we're here. And we have to do what we have to do to get us into a better situation. We can't go back and rehash 2016. Lord knows that I wish we could, because I was in a depression after the election of 2016. We can't go back and undo it. It has happened. 2016 has happened. And it's a perfect example of when Democrats are not united, what can happen. And for those of you who prefer to block it out of your mind, I'm going to say the words out loud. Donald Trump. Let's say the words out loud. Donald Trump. Dems need to unite. I'm not telling you not to vote for who you want to vote for in the primary. I am the person who comes here every day and begs you to pick a candidate and support your candidate. Do the things that get your candidate elected. The Democratic Party is not organized, and we're not in enough power to fix an election. That's not what happens. The person who gets the most votes win. That's just how it works. And so pick a candidate and then support everything that you are. Door knock, drive for them, share their social media, donate. They need your help. Pick a candidate and then support that candidate, and all of your actions and words support that candidate. Don't spend time tearing down the other candidate. That's my job, right? Don't spend time tearing down the other candidate. Spend time explaining why your candidate, because we have primaries in several House races. We have primary in the gubernatorial race. We have primaries in U.S. Senate race. We have primaries all over the place. Don't spend time talking about the other person. Spend your time with your candidate. Spend your time on getting your candidate's views and values out there and getting them elected. And then take a week and be sad if your candidate didn't win, whoever your candidate is. But then come July 1st, shake it off and throw everything you have behind the Democrat. And part of that is also holding them accountable and moving them closer to what you believe in. Or at the very least, making sure that they know what you believe in so that your voice is heard. And that goes for every candidate, right? For them, there must be a reason. There must be something that they're not doing that you'd rather see them do. So pick a candidate. We have 50 days. That is 7 weeks. That is not very long. That's not even 2 weeks, right? 2 months, I'm sorry. We have 50 days until the general election. So pick a candidate. Now, let's talk about it. We have to win to govern. Standing on ideological beliefs that don't get anyone elected doesn't have a chance to change anything. Standing on ideological beliefs leads to a divided party and more one-party control of our state. We have to win to govern. So again, how can you pick your candidate? Go out to okdemocrats.org, click on candidates, and research the candidates. We have the links to their website, social media, and if they've been on my show or the Hamilton Report, we have a link to that video so you can see them in action as people. And then every Monday at 6:30 until that election, Scott Hamilton will be interviewing candidates. And so there's more opportunity for you to hear candidates. Tonight, he's featuring Jason Bollinger, one of the candidates that we have running for the James Langford seat. So here's an opportunity to go and hear in real time what this candidate is thinking. I will be out for the rest of the week. But next week, I'm going to start also supplementing the candidate interviews so that you guys can hear from the candidates, because we only have 7 weeks and you need to not just vote for a name on the ballot, but have a feeling that you know who the person that you're voting for is. Because here's the thing. There's this liberal versus progressive divide that I don't even know really is that big of a deal. It is exaggerated on the news because they want clicks and they want people to look to go there. It's exaggerated by outside forces. But in Oklahoma, it's not that big of a divide, guys. It really isn't that big of a divide. The divide is between us on the left, who believe that a rising tide raises all ships. We believe in access to well-funded education, which, let's just be real, vouchers screw rural scholars. There are only 18, there are only private schools in 18 of our 77 counties. So if you live in one of the 59 other counties, the voucher system doesn't benefit you. Just understand that. So we believe in well-funded education, no matter what your zip code. We believe in access to affordable health care. We paid attention when they were closing hospitals. We paid attention when our current governor fired the doctors off of the Oklahoma Health Care Authority Board. We believe in access to affordable health care. We believe in economic opportunity, raising the minimum wage, making sure that your grocery bill, we're trying to lower your grocery bill by eliminating certain taxes on your grocery bills. That was a Democrat idea. The governor tried to take credit for it, but in actuality, Leader Virgin introduced that bill last cycle, and it was introduced before that by Democrats. We are trying to expand your dollar. And then infrastructure, Joe Biden. That's Joe Biden. The current governor is trying to take credit for that as well, because he can't or won't take credit for Swadley's or Epic or any of those things. So he wants to come over here and take credit for our stuff. But we believe in taking care of Oklahomans and keeping our race about Oklahomans, where on the other side of the aisle, all the way up and down the ballot, they're talking about national issues. I can't express enough the importance of picking and supporting a candidate now, because the difference is not between liberal and progressive. The difference is between Democrats who care about Oklahomans and Republicans who are running on national issues and corruption. I mean, because there's so much corruption now that it is not a bug, it's a feature. It's exactly what they're trying to do. And they can't pretend like they don't know. O'Donnell was indicted on 8 charges. He tried to change a law to make something happen for his family. And he knew that it was wrong. Mark Wayne Mullen was fined in the last election cycle for doing exactly what he's doing now. He had to pay a fine. So he cannot pretend like he doesn't know what he's doing is wrong. Look at that commercial. They fake blurred out the name of the truck, but you know exactly what he was doing, and he knew exactly what he was doing, or why did he blur it? He continues to try to enrich his family also while running. That's what's at stake. Do we want to vote for folks who do not believe that the laws and the rules apply to them, Republicans in our state, or do we want to vote for the folks who believe in taking care of Oklahomans? It is not liberal versus progressive or moderate versus progressive. It is truly Dems against corruption. That's what we need to be focused on. So between now and the next 50 days, support your candidate, run through the tape. And then on July 1st, hit the ground running and support the Democratic candidate. I'm begging, because as long as they know this, as long as they can keep us divided, we're not paying attention to the corruption on their side. I know you guys are sick of hearing me talk about the corruption. Trust and believe I'm sick of talking about it, but I'm more sick of allowing it to continue. I'm more sick of knowing that who is running our state. That's what you get when one party runs the entire state. Corruption and scandal, and it's blatant. They're not even pretending to hide it. They're not pretending like it's not happening. They're not pretending to skirt it. They're doing it out in the open because there aren't enough of us voting and expressing where we are with it. Pick a candidate. Make sure that everybody you know is registered to vote and ready to support your candidate. Pick a candidate. Help them. Knock doors. Drive them around while they knock doors. Drop literature. Drop signs. Donate money. Share their social media. Make sure the word gets out about them. Don't talk about the other side. Don't talk about the other candidate. Talk about the candidate that you pick and what's great about them. Alrighty, don't forget, if you want to know about the candidates, okdemocrats.org, click on candidates. We have all the candidates with their websites, social media address, and if they've been on a video with us, we have their video. If you, we also have, we post those videos on YouTube. If you want to go through that hassle, we post those videos on YouTube. Pick a candidate. Alrighty, thanks for joining me. I will be back here next Monday, but someone will be here tomorrow at 4:15 giving you an update.